Hello everybody, thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and we are live once again with Massively Overpowered's OPTV, and this is Occupy White Walls. So, just what the heck is going on here? Well, this is a very interesting and curious game in our space here. Apparently, it's an art museum creator multiplayer game. It actually curates art from real artists, both classical and modern. There was a system that they introduced in an update during the course of its early access that allowed artists to have their artwork featured and curated and spread in this game through its DAISY algorithm. For a fee, I should point out, they had to pay for their artwork to be put in the game. As far as I've known, and as far as I've seen, you basically create your own art gallery and then populate it, or you visit other people's galleries. It's basically a whole bunch of multiplayer art museums all stuffed into one thing. The super secret thingy was an art gallery, yes. All the weird high-concept MMOs from the mid-teens. I wasn't expecting this one to have Outlast Ever Jane. Yeah, you're not kidding. And not only did it outlast Ever Jane, it actually fully launched out of early access today. And so I've always been passing curious about this one, but never curious enough to just actually play the thing, right? It always was just one of those, you know, those games where you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing, I should try that sometime, and then you almost immediately forget about trying it. So that's, since it launched today, I figured now is as good a time as any to actually check it out. And we start off in what is referred to as a piazza. And this kind of illustrates the whole high concept thing that Toaster Master brought up. I believe, and I'm reasonably sure, that something like this building is capable in the gallery creation engine, or the tool set that is available to players. So, like, this whole absolutely mad lad building that we're in right now, this gallery, is something that could conceptually be put together by players if they have enough time and resources and this currency called cubes, which you can earn, you know, from a bunch of different ways of playing the game. I don't believe that there is any cash shop in this one. Could be wrong, but I'm not super sure. But yeah. So this is kind of what this whole thing is about, right? This is, and like, genuinely, visually speaking, this is an extremely pretty game. Like, look at that nonsense. It's incredible. it's a visually arresting game, right? And then you can actually, like, kind of get closer to the artwork itself, and then, you know, it gives you more information about, for the most part, I did kind of peek around a couple of other galleries, and for the most part it does actually give you like a little blurb that tells you more about the artwork that you're taking a closer look at, including the artist, where it's from, where it's housed, the medium, its dimensions, things like that. And it even has, let's see. Yeah, so it has links that show like extra other pieces from the library of art or the museums that works come from. So, like, it actually draws from actual portions or from actual museums across the world, which is kind of neat. And I believe that whole thing is populated by this DAISY engine. Yes, so this is the whole thing that kind of like makes this whole thing hum. And apparently this is like an AI system that actually keeps track of the things that you look at and you like, and it tries to like curate more artwork, art styles, artists, things like that, based on the things you'd like to see. And it's apparently this constantly learning sort of machine algorithm, which, I don't know, it's very interesting sounding. Whether it actually works in practice, that's another matter, right? I actually had to say that I really like the, I kind of like this one, just in terms of a visual sort of standpoint. That's actually kind of neat. You know what, I'll give that a heart. And yes, any piece of art that you see, you can actually, like, purchase with the cubes, if you want to, like, kind of take it and put it in your own gallery. I hear you correctly say that people had to pay to have their art in this game. Does it provide those artists anything other than possible exposure? Links to place to buy actual paints, etc. That's a very good question. Actually, let me see if I can dig that up. Give me a second here. Pardon the silence. I'm actually going to look up the story that we posted on that. So, let's see. Give me a few moments here. Actually, we're gonna look around at something different in the meantime while that's kind of doing its search. Oh, that's lovely. I mean, it's just a basic landscape, right? But it's nice. It's nice. I like that. There we go. All right, let's see if that search drew up what I was looking for. Yeah. So, so back in September 2020, I'll post the link to this the site in question. They created the Open update. So it's one-time fee of $9 an upload. It sounds like this is for promotional purposes. Let's see, from the actual from the actual announcement on OWW's Occupy White Walls website directly, which I have otherwise linked. In short, OWW enables a world of artists to connect with a world of audiences, which they could never have reached before, allowing artists to sell their artworks both in-game and real life. So it does sound like art. So yes, it does look like it's art is displayed. The commission from Real World Sales. There is no commission, so they don't actually require a commission from Real World Sales. Let's see. Artists pay $9 US per artwork uploaded to the OWW Cultura. It's a one-off payment, no monthly fees. Once your artwork is in, it's in. Price means we're able to continually update the game and the AI engine, ensuring the best possible experience for both artists and players. While we would never censor any artwork in the game, OWW is 18+ rated. The price also deters those that are, well, let's say, less well into it. The internet doesn't anymore pics. Right. Okay, so it does read a bit like it does. It's half exposure, half allows people to sort of like link their information in their art. No commission from Real World Sales, so we know Apple isn't involved anywhere in this. Got it. Yeah, pretty much. And that actually, that update, the comments of that update incited something of a, I don't want to say a dogpiling, but there were a lot of people who just kind of arose out of the woodwork to sort of defend the decision, which was very interesting. It's the stories about this game didn't really get too much comment engagement, I guess. I mean, just from the number of comments. I mean, I'm not like actually like talking about hard data in terms of people reading or clicking through or whatever. I don't have that information. But yeah, it doesn't normally get a lot of people talking, but that one most certainly did. It raised a lot of discussion, a few arguments as well, which I understand. Like, you know, artists are just constantly being exploited, so I appreciate people wanting to defend them from even more shady nonsense, you know, NFTs. So, you know, I get it. It sounds like this is above board, and I hope it is, genuinely. I hope any artists who have actually, like, engaged in the open update system have gotten exposure and, more importantly, paid for their work, right? That's the big thing. Alright, now, I have an important question I want to answer. Is there fall damage? Let's find out. Whee! No, no, there is not. Okay, well, that makes sense. It would make sense that there's no fall damage. This is a non-violent game. There's no PvP, painting versus painting. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, oh, there's a Tower B? Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright, so one of the first things I ran into when I was getting into this game was a set of stairs that actually don't work. So hopefully, I'm gonna walk through some colorful trees and see if there's something here. Okay. This is... Genuinely, this is really pretty. What does that read? The Ostrich Trio Portraits was the start of uploading my own art. Okay. Huh. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. I was not going to raise the specter of the dreaded NFT, but yeah, it actually sounds like a better plan. Yes, it does. It does on paper. I would love to have confirmation somehow, some way, or to find out if artists are not being taken, raked over the coals, right? Oh, that's glass. I'm walking into glass. It looked like it was an open door. Is this glass too? Yes, it is. Okay. Can I not interact with any of these? This is all glass. I just can't. Oh wait, I guess it's through this door here. You know, the giant glowing arrow that's right here. This one. Is this even an MMO? Can you be in a gallery at the same time as other people? Yes, you can. Yes, this is... Well, it's not massive insofar as size, I don't think. This is lovely. What is this? Accidental reflection. The outcome of another experience with soft pastel chalks and water to create new structures. Making similar shapes with watercolor on the other side resulted in an accidental distorted reflection. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. I like that. That's neat. That's a really... That's cool. They were just like trying to do one thing and something else completely happened. That's really awesome. Minimally multiplayer online. There you go. Hack that era. Get high. Take inspiration. Redefine the mold. Okay. Wow. That's hipster. Another experiment. Speaking of experiments. Alright, so I don't hate this one, right? These are simple brushstrokes. Are so much more than they appear to be. Sure they are. Are they leaves falling on the ground? Or unidentified fish swimming upstream? Shattered and nowhere to be found? Are they petals in a dream? Well, somebody, it's somebody putting a whole lot more stock in, paintbrush strokes. And that's the thing, though. Like, art is totally up to interpretation. I see something like this, and I just think, okay, that's pretty colors. And I don't really derive a whole lot of deeper insight or meaning into that. And that's fine. Doesn't make me wrong or them wrong or the artist wrong. I just different interpretation, right? I kind of like the colors on this one though. I also like that striking purple line that cuts through it all. That's pretty neat. So this is about being lost in a labyrinth. That's pretty cool. Now that's also interesting. That's a really cool mix of like what looks like watercolor dabs and dripped paint against a really strong black lines. That's pretty cool. I scream in multicolor, it says. Yeah, that does definitely look like it's sort of like a sort of etheric kind of nightmarish, but also colorful. You know, nightmares don't always have to be dark and gloomy. Alright, so anyway, I think we're done with the piazza. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other galleries that are out here. So this one, visually in terms of its little preview image, caught my eye. So let's see what's going on here. But yes, it does. It's there were other people in the piazza. Like when I was earlier, just kind of trudging around and getting my bearings. There was like about maybe 20 or 21, so definitely minimal multiplayer. But that's okay too. We have been covering this game for a very long time, and you know, whoa, I just fell through. Okay. So the teleporter immediately just drops me into the water. Alright. Okay, that's fine. I think maybe the landing point was probably poorly arranged, unless I was meant to go this way. Oh, here we go. That's a lovely photo. Okay. Okay, let's go up the weird stairs. I apparently can use this, but nothing is happening. Hit. Okay. Can I? Alright. Hit. 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 It's not just a gallery, it's a platformer. There we go. Okay, we're good. I think? Maybe? Hit. Whoa. The gravity is a lot lower out here. Hit. Okay. Is this a floor? Oh gosh. Oh no. Whoa. That was a trip. Oh my goodness. Alright, is this more stairs? Yes, this is more stairs. Wow. I mean, there's not too much artwork out here. Here we go, there's some artwork. But like, as a gallery, visually speaking, this is impressive. Except for the texture noise that's going on over there. That's a thing. This feels like a jankier, more restricted form of Second Life. Oh no, I've fallen. Yeah, it's definitely unique. What have we got here? A fox moon. Okay, that's foxes, 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 foxes. Huh. From the art from the Endless Chronicles series, part of the Endless Chronicles. And there's a link to the artist. Okay. Artist name is Tengashi. All right. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any copy paste. It doesn't like let me kind of like drag and highlight the text, so I have to manually type it out, which is not a deal breaker. But it would be nice if there was like a hyperlink text option at least. Something I can use, but I changed the lighting. That's what's going on here. Ah, okay. 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 That's a thing. Alright. Huh. Alright, well now it's got blinky lights. That's neat. Cubes. It's not just like actual like paintings and other artwork. Like it seems like people are using this to do like in-game sculpture, which is very interesting. Also, I kind of like this. I kind of dig on this room here. Like that's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. I mean, it's busy as hell, but it's also super distinct. Like, even though this has like a lot of navigation problems, I have to admit, it's very there's a lot of effort and time put into this, like to the point where like the textures are losing their minds, right? The layering is kind of goofy. Whew. That is something. So yeah, you can like yeah, see, and that's the thing, and there we go, that comment about talking about learning how to maneuver. This whole thing, this gallery it feels like it's built to be a puzzle by design. Like, it's intended to be obtuse and challenging to maneuver in order to discover stuff. Which, I mean, on the one hand, I appreciate. On the other hand, if you're just looking to see something gorgeous, I don't know that you want to do jumping puzzles, especially with the way this controls. It's not exactly what I'd call a precision platformer. Very interesting. That's neat. Okay, let's try somewhere else. The Great and Secret Gallery. Yeah, okay, why not? Here we go. A June 2022 contest submission. Ah, okay. That's right. I did remember seeing on the Steam page that there is a, oh, okay, goodness. It's already moving a lot. A lot. Oh, it's a Rickroll. Oh, man. Well, okay. There we go. There's somebody else. Hey, how you doing? Okay, I gotta have to turn off that sound then. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. Alright, well, that's a DMCA strike if ever I saw one. That's fine. Are these actual people or are these just NPCs, I wonder? These are probably NPCs. Ah, there we go. There's another person. Probably. Huh. Definitely feeling a second life now. Yeah. Okay. So is this whole thing just a big old Rickroll size, a building size Rickrolling? Is that what was going on here? Still in the Kickstarter phase. Okay. Best of views in first person epic settings. Okay, let's try it. You know what? Let's take a look. This is what I was kind of hoping to do, right? Just kind of wander around and just explore, which seems to be, as far as I could tell, the very basics of this whole experience. Well, that's pretty. I like that building. Or that room? Sculpture? Whatever that is. That's neat. In that picture there. Oh, this load time is pretty lengthy, so I suspect whatever we're about to head into is probably very busy. Okay. Alright, first things first. Let's see if we have any copyrighted music going on. Give me a minute. Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Alright, we're going to keep it muted, unfortunately. So, this is actually really pretty, I have to say. This is really, really pretty. It also seems generally kind of straightforward, right? Which is good, which is a nice change of pace from that other thing that we were at. Oh, this is lovely. Look at this. Very modern, right? Definitely modern contemporary, that's for sure. Proun 99. In 1920, Lisitsky coined the term Proun, an acronym for the Russian word meaning project from the affirmative of the new, to refer to a series of abstract works that combined the suprematist lexicon of geometric monochromatic forms with tools of architectural rendering. Proun 99 is currently being preserved at the Yale University Art Gallery. Ah, okay. Cool. I learned. Is this another Proun? Yes, it is. Okay. This is a style of art that I've actually never heard of before. That's neat. Lisitsky began working under the influence of his mentor Kazimir Malevich, who impressed upon Lisitsky the concepts of the suprematism movement. I was reading that word the wrong way the first time around. With a more pragmatic approach towards art and the formal education of an engineer, Lisitsky's work began moving into the directions of the Destigi, Constructivism, and Bauhaus movements, all of which he was an important figure. Oh, so is this all Lisitsky work? Is this entire gallery Lisitsky stuff? Ah, neat. Ooh, this is different. The Swan number 10, group 9. Okay. The Swan. Okay, that's definitely a different... that's one way to look at a swan, I guess. Or interpret a swan. Oh, that's really interesting. This is a really, really cool gallery. Nuclear 2. Very, very extraordinarily modern. Like, this is astonishing. What is this? A teleport to somebody else's place. Huh. That's very abstract looking. Meditation, the prayer. Huh. That is really striking. Wow. Overall, this gallery is way more interesting than the one we were just in, right? It's certainly more composed, better constructed, especially. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. Wow. Oh, that's a very creepy looking sun, I have to say. All right. Anyway, moving on. What is this? The All-Pervading. The All-Pervading is an allegorical painting produced between 1887 and 1890 by the English artist George Frederick Watts. Bicycles. Or motorcycles, I should say. It's summertime, isn't it? Anyway, influenced by the Sibyls of the Sistine Chapel ceiling, it symbolizes the spirit Watts saw as governing, quote, the immeasurable expanse, unquote. He presented it to the Tate Gallery in 1809 or 1899, and it is now on loan from Tate Britain to the Watts Gallery in Compton, Guildford. He also produced a variant on it as the altarpiece for the Watts Mortuary Chapel. Ah, okay. I do really appreciate that. I really like when it does try to kind of contextualize and give a little more information about these. I actually like the colors on this. I'll give that a heart. Why not? Give something for Daisy to chew on. All right, this is pretty basic. It's not kind of unremarkable, but the colors and composition are nice. Let's see. What do we got over here? Another tableau, it looks like. Whoa, these are very different. In 1910, Schiele, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, was quite prolific with small portraits done in watercolor and gouache on paper. However, he also painted Portrait of Herbert Rainier, which was an exceptionally large oil painting for Schiele early in his career. The image for Portrait of Herbert Rainier has been made openly available by the Belvedere Gallery in Vienna, Austria, where the painting can currently be seen. Ah, okay. Those are kind of weird portraits, I have to say. Whoa, what is this? Wow. Demon Sitting by Mikhail Vrubel. Painting depicts a demon sitting atop a mountain. His flexed musculature and wrought hands contrast vividly with his slumped figure and sad facial expression. He appears at once passive, introverted, proud, and solitary. His body shows contrasting masculinity and femininity with his long hair and indolent gaze. His face seems desperate for love in his cold surroundings. Wow. That is a lot. That is very, very interesting. I kind of like that. I do like that. That's very nice. Let's see. Hey, look at that car. Hey. Gas pump 1958. That's cool. It's kind of like modern, but also like abstract too. That's very, very interesting. All right, what do we got here? This is Empire by Puppet Riot. Okay. Oh, somebody actually kind of want to point out, reminds me of the persistence of memories from Salvador Dali. Why is it that not painting not in this game is such a loss, but this I like? That is very interesting. I really like the shading on this one. Like it's kind of got a three-dimensional look to it, where like it has like a fixed perspective, but then it also has some shapes that sort of like break out of its own perspective too, right? That's cool. That's very neat. I like that. Okay, let's check somewhere else out, shall we? You know what? There is a random gallery button. That looks like a really wide album cover from the kind of bands I listen to. Yeah, this is like the double live album, right? Or the triple live. Yeah, this like kind of like folds up into 3 different pieces. Okay, let's see. A random gallery. See, so you don't bother to like put out a little description or change the picture or anything like that. That's not going to entice me to go to your place. I'm going to keep on hitting this random gallery button until I find something that's of interest. My mind. Alright, let's go into this one. Why not? Let's go to my mind. Now, I do recall that a while ago, kind of semi-recently, well, recently insofar as this game's update cadence is concerned, it did release a SoundCloud update, which allows people to pipe in licensed music into their galleries, which would be fine if I wasn't streaming, because Twitch doesn't like music, or more specifically, the music industry doesn't like people enjoying music. Don't suffer alone. There is always that person who cares. They will listen. Warning, this covers depression and how I felt going through it. Okay. Alright, I like the trigger warning. That's helpful. Very nice. Alright. So, let's step through this individual's bout of depression and see what we can see. Is this all text-based, I guess? Wow, okay. I feel nothing yet I feel pain. Wow, that's striking. Yeah, this is literally like walking through this person's thought process. Okay. It's telling a story. That is impressive. Okay. I think, okay, so I'm going to interpret here something. I could be wrong. I might be reading between lines that aren't there, but I kind of interpret this as like a light that you can't quite reach. Like you can see it. You can see the light, the literal light at the end of the tunnel, but your depression is blocking it from you from getting to it. Yeah, I think that's maybe what is being conveyed here, which is very, very clever, if that is indeed what's meant to be said. And now we're getting a little more frantic in terms of the messaging here. Oh, wow. Surrounded literally by negative thoughts, and then there's one doorway that breaks through, opened by one person saying, "You are a good person." That is really, really good. This is really, really incredible. I dream often, always have two choices, of ending or living. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is great. Look at that. Harder to walk the path of self-love and recovery, but no path worth doing would be easy. Ah, that's lovely. And back at the end. Ah, that was wonderful! What? Oh, that was wonderful! That was outstanding. I really liked that. That was really, really, really good. That was extremely good. That was... Alright. I appreciate that. That was very cool. I'm going to... Is there a way I can... Yeah, can I, like, give it a like or something? I guess this is a favorites button, right? That was really good. That was extremely good. Oh, what a clever... That was simple, but effective. Like, that was extremely good. Oh, this Ugga Bugga person again. That's... The Great and Secret Gallery. We were just there a little while ago. I'm not gonna... There we go. The garden. Tranquil gardens and relaxing rooms. Oh, that sounds lovely. Let's take a look. That was an incredible experience. Also, my eyes are leaking. That was wonderful. That was extremely well designed. Definitely connected with that, right? I know. That was a striking... You know what? After that, I think going into some peaceful gardens is probably a good little mind cleanse, right? I think we all deserve that. But genuinely, whomever put that gallery together, kudos. That was excellently done. Okay, so here we are in the garden. Whoa, this is Enigma. The creator of the Signature is still working on it. Wait until it's published and then you'll be able to play. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey! Oh, that's cool. That's a neat... That's neat. I love that. It's like a modernist trees. That's cool. That is really, really cool. That's awesome. I love this. This is beautiful. See, it's not just creating a gallery doesn't necessarily have to be about sharing artwork. Like, you could just build a scene too, which is cool. And we're underwater, I just realized. That's really neat. Of course, you know, the serenity of this underwater garden has to be shattered by jerk on a motorcycle. Well, that's fine. This is, but then again, there are some artworks posted up here, and they're. It looks like, I assume this is probably going to be mostly nature landscape paintings, which makes sense. Outdoors, natural landscapes. Yeah, that's perfect. I like it. Or then again, I say that, and immediately I am greeted by a painting of an abandoned chateau. Well, you know, it's fine. It actually fits because nature is taking over. There we go. See, it fits the theme, which I believe is the intention of this whole place. Like, just, even though it's like very modernist in terms of its building structure, it does have a whole natural theme. It's like modern nature, right? It's seashells and underwater leaves and trees and plants. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, that is really striking. Ascendant Gates. Wow, that is a neat painting. My goodness. That is both alluring and also kind of terrifying. I like that. The new Resident Evil setting. Doesn't that look kind of like... You know what this reminds me of? It kind of brought to mind, like, the Hellraiser idea of hell, right? Like, it's very cold and stone and eldritch. That has that same sort of vibe going on in this painting. Which, I mean, now that really totally shatters this whole serene garden idea that maybe was trying to be conveyed here. I don't know. I guess that's my interpretation. Presumably, the gallery owner held a different view of that particular painting, which is why they felt it was necessary or worthwhile. Tiger! Tiger face! Tiger face. Kitty. Bird. Heron in Venice. Okay. That's a lovely painting. Very simple. Oh. Whoa, that's a wow. Whoa. Ring of Sol. From the City and Squares art series, a collection of 17 pieces in 3 different sizes based on photographs from known locations in Stockholm, Sweden. Really? Since its opening in 1927, it is the world's largest course for horse racing, with a seating capacity of up to 120,000 spectators. Zavalla played a major role in the development of the sport in the 1930s, but in more recent years, the venue has also been popular for hosting conferences and even rave parties. Ah, okay, so this is like an interpretation of that horse racing course? Very interesting. Whoa! That is really cool. When burbs enter space and drinking all of the tea? What? Sparkle burb! Alright, yeah, this is definitely an original artwork. That's okay. You know what? I'll give that a like. Why not? That's cute. That's cute. Because you can see, like, the dichotomy of, like, someone's really fun Griffin burb and modern masters, too. That's kind of illustrates how this game sort of works, right? The platform. Oh, gosh. Kind of gives me a little bit of sense of a vertigo. Wow. That's quite the vista. Speaking of vistas, look at this place. This is... I like this. Okay, hang on. What does this say? Underwater levels make every game better. EA. Alright. The person who built this gallery has a sense of humor, clearly. Why is this tree in glass? That's presumably to protect it from being underwater, I guess. Alright, that's neat. Okay. Let's continue on, shall we? Oh, we were just here. Tomb of the Dark Current. Well, let's get spooky, shall we? Here we go. Let's check this out. All right. So right away, there's a whole lot going on. Okay, a whole lot of. I kind of like how this is called like a what is this called? The Tomb of the Exquisite Tomb of the Dark Current, and it has like very peaceful music, right? That's weird. All right, hang on a second. I'm gonna change the settings down a little bit because we are entering some kind of fuzzy. Nope, I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry, my bad. Nope. Turn down the shadows, turn down the anti-aliasing. There we go. Let's see if that makes things a little more performative. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, and the blurs. Oh, hang on a second. Motion blur got turned on. Depth of field is off. Turn that off. There we go. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I despise motion blur. I don't know why it's even an option in anything. What do we got here? Bird. A catharsis over a broken heart inspired by the song You Ha 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 by Charlie XCX. What? Alright, sure, why not? Whoa. That is interesting. Am I meant to jump? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay. Is this person building this thing right out in the... I think we might have just stepped in while they're still in the process of building this up, maybe? Or this just appeared. That was weird. I'm sorry. As long as they pay extra for it. EA, probably. I've yet to meet one person who's team motion blur. It's nuts that it continues to not only be included in games, but be on by default. Yes, seriously. Genuinely confusing. It feels like this is still being constructed, right? Unless I just... No, I should be able to just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, this is definitely still under construction. Okay. That's fine. Personally speaking, I would not leave a gallery open until I was finished building it. But at the same time, I'm not most people. Human eyes work exactly like cameras, obviously. Why else would there be motion blur in a first-person game? Yeah, right? Seriously. Okay, so since this is a work in progress, we'll go somewhere else. Let's see. No. Nope. I try to find ones that actually have, like, a preview picture just so I can, like, kind of get an idea of where I'm going. Arch Trek. Beam into a sci-fi TV show experience. Lots of Trek characters and starship themes with Andromeda Space 1999 and Battlestar Galactica rooms. Yes, let's go. Absolutely. Yes, please and thank you. I will absolutely go to the space room, or the space gallery. Bing! Here we are. Hey. The bridge. Oh, that's cool. That's good. They actually like put together their own pixel versions of the characters. Oh, that's lovely. Hang on a second. Is there... I'm gonna do a quick check of the sound. Hang on a minute. Yep, okay. So I assumed that there was going to be some licensed TV themes going down. Arch Trek. Haha. Oh, here we go. We have an actual painting here. Let's see. Maybe. It's not loading. Why isn't it loading? Yeah. There we go. When all the Trek characters are rendered in light bright. Oh man, you're taking me back to my childhood with that one, Titanic, seriously. Motion blur has its uses, but a means to blur vision from a first-person perspective makes no sense to me. An object moving unbelievably fast in front of you, almost bending light? Sure. Feeling like I am experiencing waking up from anesthesia all the time? Nah. Yeah, for sure. I'm not a fan of it either. So this is the Star Trek room, presumably. Doesn't look like the... Is that because I turned the... hang on a minute. Is that because I didn't turn the textures up to epic? Is that why it's not working? No, it's just not working. Huh, alright. That's weird. Well, anyway. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. Now it's working. Alright. Maybe it wasn't a texture problem. Maybe it was a loading problem. That's really cool. Metropolitan Expanse, left half. Whimsical transhuman playground. This cityscape is a play on what a post-scarcity society might look like. What if there were few design constraints and every citizen were a creator of some kind? Would natural harmonies arise, or would it be a cacophonous clash of individuality? Would everything resemble an amusement park or something else? Would it be so strange as to seem abstracted to us? This is the left hall of the diptych. I like that. That's really neat. That's really, really neat. I like that. Oh, this is very yellow. I do appreciate the light bright artwork. Honestly, that's cute. Boko Forest. One of the earliest Polydux experiments in text mode art, a technique which involves placing tiles of text and shapes into a grid. Really? The term text mode comes from early computers where they had graphics modes and that's interesting. Those are so cool. I love them. Yes, these are really, really good. All right, let's go to the bridge. Hey, Captain Janeway, that's my girl. Hey, what up? Oh, is this a... Okay, there we go. I was like, wait. The ready room. I love this. This is great. This is wonderful. Whoa. The 7 deadly sins. That's interesting. Why would that be in this place? In this gallery? That's really cool, dude. Ooh, this is different. What is this? Parsec. Ah, that's really... That's a neat picture. I like that. I'll give that a little heart. Why not? That's different. Okay. Let's continue on up to the bridge. Oh, computer core. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Before I go to the bridge, I gotta go to the computer core, where, of course, Mr. Data is located. Is this a... Cordy Keys. 7 deadly sins. Well, I mean, Riker was in that room, so... yeah, you got a point. The comment on that one makes me hope that the devs included a way for gallery owners to filter out trolls, right? Whoa. Oh, this is cool. It's like spirographic and all that is neat. Boink. That is very, very neat. That's not bad. Okay. That's all right. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not really saying a whole lot to me, though. What is that? Computing 4, the 4th incarnation of an ongoing series called Computing, in which retro computing elements are recontextualized as sculptures and surreal landscapes. Oh, neat. Okay, you know what? I like that idea. Like, genuinely, that's a pretty neat idea for a series of paintings. I appreciate that. That's cool. Boxes. Alright, let's continue on to the bridge, shall we? Up we go. Or not. Are we in the... Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Okay. Hey, there he is. There's the man himself, Mr. Kirk. Captain Kirk himself. There we go. Okay. Alright. This is not what I was expecting out of a bridge. But I appreciate the idea. Like that's the viewport screen, right? Okay. Alright. I can dig it. Okay, yeah, it's not a texture modder. It's not loading. I assume it's a streaming or loading problem. Alright, this is neat. That's pretty cool. I like that. That was different. No, different. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. That was different. That was very, very cool. All right, let's see. This my gallery contents for June 2022. May the art be in your favor. All right, let's go. Let's see what this is all about. This will be probably the last gallery I visit before we call it a wrap. But I have to say, like overall, this has been very, very interesting. It's kind of what I expected insofar as, like, you know, the basic experience. You just sort of check out other people's galleries and look at art. But, wow. Holy crap. Okay. Right from the word go, we are absolutely lambasted with all sorts of stuff. This is busy. This is extremely busy and extremely packed. My goodness. Alright. Let's continue on. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, this is actually a very, very pretty landscape, if nothing else. Okay, there's more stuff up this way. Whoa, wow. That's a remarkable painting. What is this from? Oh, I have to wait for it to load. Slowly. There we go. The tribute money, Peter finding the silver coin in the mouth of the fish. Okay. So I assume this is like a rendition from some sort of story or some kind. Okay. Wow, there is a lot going on out here. Why is there a giant roll of toilet paper just sitting out here? Alright. Huh. Go figure. Okay, we can go behind the bar and take closer looks at these things. What is that? A holy family with various persons and animals in a boat. Oh, okay, well, that's very direct, isn't it? Okay, fair enough. Miracle of the obol in the mouth of the fish. Peter finds a piece of money in the mouth of the fish and pays the temple tribute. This theme has been visited several times by Jourdan. Interesting. Huh. This must have been from some sort of major tale of some kind. Give people a medium that is like a giant sandbox to create in, and you will find some amazing creations. Animal Crossing has taught me this. Yes, it has. This is true. Whee! Bonk. Whee! Whee, wee, wee, bonk. I really like this teak flooring. I'm gonna say it. Like, if I actually ever own a house before I die, I would love to have flooring like this. Is the motion blur turned on again? Damn it, it is. I thought I turned that off. There we go. Stupid motion blur. Hate it. I hate it. Reception, okay, that's the... Can I look at this guy, or is this a... Oh, okay, these are just some random photos. Alright. Okay. They did take a lot of time to build this place out, right? I do like there's a lot of foliage, there's a lot of foliage, which is kind of killing my frame rate, to be very honest. But also, like, it's very pretty. Oh wow, that's a neat painting. The unicorn purifies water from the unicorn tapestries. In this tapestry, the unicorn kneels before a tall white fountain that has a pair of pheasants and a pair of goldfinches perched at its edge. Other animals, both exotic and native to Europe, lounge about, while 12 hunters in the back of the scene discuss the discovery of their quarry. Flora and fauna play a significant role in the narratives of the Unicorn Tapestries. Plants prescribed in medieval herbals as antidotes to poisoning, such as sage, pot marigolds, and orange, are positioned near the stream, which is being purified by the unicorn's magic horn. Ah, alright. That's helpful context. I don't know if I would be able to, like, kind of glean a whole lot of information off of just looking at the photo. So, or the photo. The painting, that's not a photo. Oh, the frame rate! Oh! That last Unicorn soundtrack playing in my head. Deer. Monarchs of the forest. I beg your pardon. Those aren't just deer. Those are monarchs of the forest. Excuse me, princess. Alright, I'm gonna cut through this. The foliage of frame rate destruction. Alright, here we go. Okay. You know what? This is very, very cool. I don't know that I'm going to be doing this a lot myself personally. I'm certainly not going to be doing it a lot for streams. This is, I mean, what you've seen is what you get, honestly. But this is very, very cool. I am impressed primarily with the creativity of the people who've been doing this stuff, right? Like the things that people have put together, you know, and that was actually said earlier by Shadow Reaver. Like give people a canvas. Let them be creative, and they will absolutely surprise you. And this is definitely a surprise, a pleasant one. It's a surprise in some ways, and expected in others. Like I said, the very basic gameplay loop is very much what I assumed it was going to be. There's not a whole lot of difference there. But what people have been doing with the tool set for as long as this game has been in early access has been very, very cool. Why do the balls have to be white? Seems sus. Well, you know, they need to be occupied by color. By pretty paintings, by pictures, by whatever you want. Even if whatever you want includes a whole bunch of foliage that annihilates computer frame rates, or Star Trek pixel art, or anything you desire. Which is kind of the neat thing. What is that? There's a random piece of cotton candy floating in the sky. Alright. So, full commitment's not what you're thinking of. Yeah, no, definitely not. It's too easy of a joke to make. You know what? I appreciate that. I completely understand that, Goro. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you so incredibly much to everybody for tuning in. We have a whole lot more streamage coming at you, I should say. Hello, Freud. Coming at you for the rest of this week. Later on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, MJ is going to be live with another round of Adventure Quest 3D, like she always is every Friday night. On Saturday, July 9th, she is going to be live once again with Trove at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday on July 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is later than what I usually do my Sunday streams. But that's because that's when part of the Exoprimal network test is being done. And that's what I'm going to stream. This game looks completely insane. If you are not familiar with it, definitely check it out. Basically, I'm going to be fighting dinosaurs falling out of sky portals. It's going to be a good time. Or it's going to be a weird time. Possibly both. But anyway, thank you so incredibly much to everybody for tuning in, and thank you for all of your support, whether you're watching what we have here on the channel, reading what we have to write on MassivelyOP.com, or if you're one of the amazingly supportive folks who do things like subscribe to the channel, donate bits to the channel, whitelist the ads on MassivelyOP.com, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters, no matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP doing what we do. We'll see you later tonight for some AQ3D. Until then, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.